Severe weather moving across the North Shore very quickly, and it looks like, just based on what we're seeing radar trend-wise, this is not going to be a long-lasting event. Now, the rainfall will likely continue for the next few hours, but the worst of it is moving very quickly. And what's encouraging, as the line itself is moving very rapidly to the east, we see more and more of the tornado watch being expired up to our north. So I would venture to say we will start to see what is in South Louisiana become expired as the line pushes more into Mississippi and then eventually out of our viewing area. And there is still kind of the leftover from one earlier tornado watch out to our west. It's in effect until 6 o'clock, but the one that we're focused on isn't until 10. And with that heavy rainfall, we do have the potential for some flooding. Flash flood watch in effect for really all of the Florida parishes and coastal Mississippi until early tomorrow morning. 1 to 3 inches accumulated, but certainly some areas could see higher amounts within some of the heavier downpours. Now, as I mentioned at the top of the newscast, the worst of it is now pushing almost out of Washington Parish, or at least I should say moving into Pearl River County, and then around St. Tammany. We still, though, have rainfall out to our west. So we're not going to be done with the rain, but the severe threat will be gone once this initial line moves on, because this is where we're finding all of our strong winds, the frequent lightning, and the threat of hail. Now, thankfully, we have not really seen much in the way of any rotation within these storms, so the tornado threat does look to be fairly low. But certainly some gusty winds can easily do some damage, and something that we'll have to watch for, as well as very frequent lightning. This is a very loud storm, heavy rainfall, and the lightning intensity is very high as it is now approaching the Folsom area. Just about clear of a meet, still some heavy thunderstorms around Independence, but at least it is moving, and that is the trend on our computer model. Now, as I mentioned, we will still see some pop-up showers kind of lingering behind after the main cluster moves to the east. But notice our computer model is also trying to develop some more showers as we go into the night. Now, I think this may be a little bit more intense an appearance than it will actually be, but certainly we may have some lingering or developing showers, I should say, not really lingering, but redeveloping showers and thunderstorms even into the overnight period. Then as we get into tomorrow, notice how they start firing off again, but focused more south of the lake and then down toward the coast. This is the front that is pushing south and bringing with it a slight cool down, but also slightly less humid. So it's going to turn nicer as we head toward the especially end of the week. Right now outside, very warm, very humid. Again, remember, south of the lake, we had some early morning showers, but it didn't cool anything off. It feels like 95 degrees and very windy at 21-mile-an-hour sustained winds. Today's high 87 degrees, not too far above the average, but we're not talking about record heat just yet. Now, where the rain is, boy, the temperatures have come way down and are falling underneath some of those heavier downpours. But you have to go pretty far to the north and west to find any of the real cooler air, which may take some time before it actually gets down to us, as well as the drier air. So that's not going to arrive until probably sometime overnight tonight and before wake-up time tomorrow morning, because we are still in a very warm and humid environment. Where you saw the temperatures coming down on the North Shore, that's because of the rain-cooled air, and winds have been very brisk outside. Now, the reason for the severe weather here is because of this upper level low, and what we have in place is what is called a split flow in the upper levels. You watch the rotation around the upper low. You have the winds moving toward the northeast and then down toward us. They're almost moving due east. So where you have that split in the upper atmosphere is where you get that lift, and intensity of the storms is really able to kind of skyrocket. That's why we had the severe weather across parts of the Gulf South. Now, thankfully, as I mentioned, it is moving rather quickly, and we should be in the clear from any severe weather within the next few hours. Some lingering showers will be around during the night and even into tomorrow, but also getting into a slightly cooler and less humid atmosphere. High temperatures, I think, may struggle to even hit 80 tomorrow. Then we turn a little bit drier, high of 82 degrees. A second surge of dry air moves in for Friday. Saturday looking very nice. Unfortunately, though, we're warmer, more humid with some spotty showers for Mother's Day and as we continue into early next week.
Okay, Chris, thank you.